Hey everyone! Welcome back to the Speak English podcast. I'm David, and today we have a super fun episode to help you feel more confident when speaking. And of course, I'm not alone. I'm here with the amazing and always insightful Sarah. How are you doing today, Sarah?
Hey, David. I'm doing great, thank you. And hi to everyone joining us. We're so excited you're here to practice your English with us.
This podcast is for all of you out there who want to speak better, think faster, and connect in real conversations without stress.
That's right. And today's topic is something every learner struggles with at some point. And that's how to keep a conversation going.
Have you ever said "hi" in English and then froze because you didn't know what to say next? It's awkward, right? We totally get it.
But guess what? There's a simple technique that can change the way you speak forever. And we're going to break it down in a fun and easy way.
So, stay with us. By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly how to keep talking, even if you feel nervous or stuck.
And if you're serious about improving your English, make sure to like this video. Subscribe and join this growing community of learners. Let's grow together.
One of the biggest challenges English learners face is not starting a conversation, but keeping it alive. That's where most people feel lost. They run out of things to say after the first sentence, and silence takes over. Today, we'll help you avoid that awkward moment completely.
The key to keeping a conversation going isn't about knowing complicated grammar or using advanced vocabulary. It's about staying curious, listening carefully, and asking natural follow-up questions that show interest in what the other person just said.
This technique is called follow-up question flow, and it's powerful because it gives you something to say next, every time. You don't need to prepare perfect lines. You just pick a word or idea from what the other person said and build your next question around it.
Think of it like passing a ball back and forth. You listen, catch one small piece of information, and throw it back with a question. It might be about where, why, how, when, or even something simple like really, or and then what happened. The conversation keeps moving naturally.
Most people stop talking because they think they need to come up with something impressive to say. But conversations aren't competitions. They're connections. Asking something simple is way more effective than trying to impress someone with big words.
And here's what's great. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to show you're engaged. A follow-up question like, "What was that like?" or "Do you do that often?" tells the other person you're listening and makes them want to keep talking.
So instead of worrying about what to say, next, focus on the last thing the other person said. That's your guide. That's your clue. Let their words lead you to your next question. And soon, you'll feel much more relaxed in every conversation.
Once you understand how this works, you'll realize that real conversation is not about memorizing lines. It's about building a rhythm. With practice, this follow-up flow becomes automatic, and your English sounds natural, friendly, and confident.
Let's imagine I say something really simple like, "I went for a walk yesterday." Most learners might reply, "Cool," and then stop. But that's where the opportunity is. Instead of ending there, you could ask something like, "Where did you go?" And suddenly, the conversation continues.
Exactly. Let's take that same example and build on it. If you ask, "Where did you go?" and I say, "To the park," now you can ask more. You might say, "Do you go there often?" Or, "What do you like about that park?" Every answer creates a new door you can open.
So, let's do a real quick example. I'll start with something casual. I tried a new coffee place this morning. Now pay attention. Sarah's going to ask follow-up questions and keep the flow going naturally. Let's see how far we can go just from that one sentence.
I love this part. So, you said you tried a new coffee place? What's it called? Was it close to where you live? And how was the coffee? Did you like it? What did you order? Did you go alone or with someone? See? One sentence, and I already had 5 ways to respond.
And none of that was complicated. You didn't need to search for a new topic or change the subject. You simply followed the thread of the conversation and showed interest. That's what makes people feel heard, and that's what keeps the dialogue flowing.
This technique works in every situation. Talking about your weekend, your job, your favorite food, or even how your day is going. You just look for something specific in what the person said, and you build a question from that. It's like conversation judo. Go with the energy.
The more you practice this, the faster your brain becomes at recognizing those hooks in other people's sentences. Over time, you won't even think about it. You'll just respond naturally and keep going, like a native speaker would in a relaxed chat.
And what's beautiful about it is that you're not only improving your speaking skills, you're also becoming a better listener. People love talking to someone who listens well and responds with curiosity. That's a skill that makes a real impact in any language.
Once you learn how to keep conversations going using follow-up questions, something amazing happens. You stop feeling stuck. You no longer freeze or worry about running out of things to say. You always have a way to continue, and that brings so much more confidence.
And that confidence isn't just about speaking. It actually changes the way people respond to you. When you show interest, people open up more. They enjoy the conversation, they feel seen, and you create a positive connection that goes way beyond grammar or vocabulary.
Another powerful benefit is that you practice real, natural English. You're not memorizing scripts or repeating textbook dialogues. You're using the language to connect, explore, and react. That's the kind of practice that leads to fluency, not just knowledge.
And don't forget, every time you ask a follow-up question, you're training your brain to think faster in English. You build mental flexibility, and that helps in any situation: interviews, travel, relationships, or just daily conversations with friends or coworkers.
You also develop better listening skills. Most people don't realize how much listening matters in speaking fluently. When you focus on the other person, you start noticing patterns, vocabulary, and expressions you can use later yourself, without needing to study them.
Yes, and this technique helps reduce anxiety too. Instead of panicking about what you'll say next, you know that all you have to do is listen and respond. That lowers the pressure and makes conversations feel more like real connections, not like a test.
It also encourages you to be more present. You're not thinking ahead or mentally translating. You're in the moment, reacting to what's being said. That's what makes your English sound authentic, not robotic or memorized.
And the best part? You don't need advanced English to do this. You just need to practice asking simple questions with interest. That's a skill every learner can develop, and it creates powerful results in a short time. Anyone can start right now.
So now that you understand the power of follow-up questions, let's break it down step by step so you can actually use this in your own English practice. It's simple, and with just a few minutes a day, you'll start seeing results in real conversations.
Step 1 is, listen carefully to what the other person says. Don't focus on translating or planning your reply. Just listen. Find a detail in what they said, like a place, activity, feeling, or reason. That detail becomes your starting point for the next question.
Step 2. Respond with a follow-up question that shows you noticed that detail. If someone says, "I started running," you could ask, "When did you start?" Or, "Do you like it so far?" You're just continuing the topic by being naturally curious.
Step 3 is, don't rush. Take a second if needed. Conversations are not races. You're allowed to pause and think. If you practice this slowly at first, your speed will increase naturally over time, and you'll build confidence without pressure.
Step 4. Practice by yourself before speaking to others. Watch a short English video or listen to a podcast, pause after each sentence, and create your own follow-up question. This helps your brain get used to forming questions in real time.
Step 5. Write down a few simple follow-up questions and say them out loud. This activates your speaking and listening muscles. Start with topics you like: movies, food, hobbies, and create questions like, "Why do you like it?" or "How often do you do it?"
Step 6. Record yourself asking follow-up questions. Then play it back and listen to how you sound. This will help you notice if your tone is natural and if your questions flow smoothly. It's a great way to become more aware of your speaking rhythm.
Step 7. Use it in real life. Talk to a friend, tutor, or language partner, and focus only on asking follow-up questions. You don't need long conversations. Just 5 to 10 minutes a day will train your brain and help make this skill automatic over time.
One of the biggest mistakes learners make is giving one-word answers like yes, no, or maybe without adding anything else. These answers stop the flow immediately. Even if your vocabulary is limited, you can always add a short explanation or follow-up question.
Another common mistake is being too focused on grammar instead of the message. You don't need perfect grammar to keep a conversation going. People care more about your interest and energy than about your sentence structure. Keep the flow, even if it's not perfect.
A lot of learners also try to memorize entire dialogues or scripts, thinking they can just use them later. But that doesn't work in real conversations. You end up sounding robotic, and if the other person says something unexpected, you feel completely lost.
Many people also panic when they don't understand every single word. But the truth is, you don't need to understand 100% to continue. You can ask, "What do you mean?" or "Can you explain that?" That way, you keep the conversation alive and show you care.
Some learners wait for the perfect moment to speak or worry too much about saying the right thing. But there's no perfect moment. It's better to say something simple and honest than to stay silent. Mistakes are part of the process. Don't let them stop you.
Another trap is asking follow-up questions that feel too forced or unrelated. If someone says, "I watched a movie," and you ask, "What do you eat for breakfast?" that breaks the flow. Stay with the topic and let the conversation grow naturally from their words.
People also make the mistake of overthinking every word before speaking. This creates mental blocks and slows you down. Instead, trust your instincts. Speak with what you have, not what you wish you had. Natural rhythm only comes with practice and a bit of courage.
And finally, don't pretend to understand if you don't. It's totally okay to say, "Sorry, I didn't catch that," or "Can you say that again?" Being honest keeps the conversation real, and most people will appreciate your effort and help you continue.
Now that you've learned the technique and know what mistakes to avoid, it's time to take action. Here's a simple challenge that anyone can do today, even if you only have 5 minutes to practice your English. No pressure, just one small step forward.
Choose any short sentence in English, something basic like, "I made pasta today." Then, write down 5 follow-up questions that you could ask someone who says that. Keep it simple. You might ask about ingredients, time, reason, or how it turned out.
Once you have your 5 questions written down, say them out loud slowly. Don't just read them, speak them with real intention, like you're in a real conversation. This builds your fluency and helps you sound more natural every time you speak.
If you want to push yourself a little more, record your voice while asking the questions. Then play it back and ask yourself, "Do I sound interested? Is my tone natural?" This kind of self-feedback is powerful and helps you grow faster than you think.
For extra practice, go into the comments of this video and write your 5 follow-up questions there. And if you see someone else's comment, reply with your own question to keep the conversation going. It's real practice with real people, right here, right now.
The goal of this challenge isn't perfection, it's consistency. The more often you practice asking follow-up questions, the more automatic it becomes. And when it's automatic, that's when real fluency starts to show in everyday situations.
Even if you only do this challenge once a day for a week, you'll notice a difference. You'll feel more relaxed, more curious, and more confident when speaking English. It's a small habit that creates a big transformation over time.
So give it a try. Right after this episode, take 5 minutes and complete the challenge. No excuses. If you want to improve your English, this is one of the most practical and powerful ways to do it, and we'll be cheering you on all the way.
Today we showed you that keeping a conversation going in English doesn't require advanced vocabulary or perfect grammar. It just takes curiosity and the willingness to ask the next simple question. That small change can make a huge difference in your fluency.
You learned how the follow-up question flow works, saw it in action, and discovered how easy it is to practice. Whether you're talking about coffee, a movie, or your weekend, you always have something to say. Just listen and build on what you hear.
We also talked about the benefits of this approach. More confidence, better listening, faster thinking in English, and real connection with others. And the best part is, it's something you can start using today, with just a few minutes of daily practice.
Plus, we helped you avoid common mistakes, like overthinking, giving short answers, or relying too much on grammar, and gave you a simple challenge to build your skills step by step. No pressure, just progress through consistent action.
Now, it's your turn. In the comments, write 5 follow-up questions based on a simple sentence like, "I made pasta today," or reply to someone else to keep the conversation flowing. Practicing here with others is a great way to stay motivated and engaged.
If you made it this far, we know you're truly dedicated to improving your fluency. So write the word practice in the comments to let us know you're serious and part of this amazing learning community. We're here with you every step of the way.
And don't forget, if you found this episode helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to the Speak English podcast. We have more episodes like this coming your way, filled with tips and strategies to help you grow in English.
Turn on notifications so you never miss a new episode, and share this video with a friend who's also learning English. The more we practice together, the faster we grow. Thanks for being here with us, and we'll see you in the next one.